Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to Backstage with Bart. This is another episode in our 60-day challenge of how to really take a hold of your life and build a strong, resilient mindset. That's what we're after, is to build that strong, resilient mindset. And today we are actually starting the second set. There's 10 sets of 6. We're starting the second set, and we're back to the challenge of creativity, being creative. Today's quote is human beings are highly creative. The more you tap into this part of your nature, the quicker your creativity will flow. As always, you can't get to center stage without going through backstage. And life is, can be, and should be illogical. And that's what we're trying to help you do, is to create that mindset so you can start living the life you deserve. Not the life you want, not the life you dream of, not the life you even desire, but the life you deserve. Because here's what we know. So many of us say we have a lifestyle, but in all truth and honesty, we have a life with no style. And you want to have that piece of life that really is what propels you out of bed every morning and you go to bed every night knowing this has been the very best day I have ever had. So let's get to it. Once again, take a look at human beings are highly creative. The more you tap into this part of your nature, the quicker your creativity will flow. So let's see how quick your creativity can flow with this challenge card. Recreate an old photo. Here's the challenge. Find an old photo of yourself, preferably when you were a child, and recreate that photo the best you can. So what does that mean? Well, maybe you have a photo of you as a young child, a toddler, or just about the time you're about to enter first grade, and you're on a swing set. Recreate that. Dress almost as close to what you were wearing back then. You may have to go to an old vintage shop or to Goodwill or somewhere to find clothes like what you had then. Or maybe it was your prom picture. Maybe it was your first dance in middle school and you got all dressed up. The difficulty of this, according to the challenge, is pretty medium. And so why do you want to do this? Well, first of all, it can be very funny, especially if you place the new photo next to the old photo. So the before, the after. And your creation might just make the perfect novelty gift for family and friends. If you have parents still alive, can you imagine doing this and then creating some type of a memento for them, something memorable? Maybe put it on a coffee mug, or frame it, of course, or maybe put it on a calendar or a tote bag or something really fun. It can also be a reminder of how quickly we change. I mean, just look at the hairstyle and what you used to wear. Now, my hair is getting to be long again, not as long as it was when I was in high school and college. It was down to the shoulders, but who knows where it's going to go from there. But you know what? Do something that makes it look almost the same. And you know what? Here's a challenge. If you had long hair, especially guys, if you had long hair, go get a wig. Try to recreate it the best you know how to recreate it. And here's the how. Choose an old photo of yourself, whether alone or with family or with friends, and recreate it as accurately as possible, as amusingly and as creatively as possible. The funnier the photo, the funnier the new photo, and the more attention to detail, the better. And if you're going to take a step harder, this would really be actually a very cool gift for your parents. Recreate an entire album of old photos. How incredibly cool would that be? To go and get maybe 10 photos and recreate those and put them side by side and give that to your parents. And guess what? When your parents are no longer with you, what a great gift to give to your kids if you have kids. I mean, this can be really something powerful. Maybe you've worked with the same people at the same place for 20, 30 years. Assemble them together and have everyone dress like they did 20, 30 years ago. And show that, in fact, I saw a thing on social media where the employees are back at work, back in the corporate environment, and it's very much a business environment, not even business casual, a business environment. Men with sport coats, shirts, ties, ladies, suit type clothing, very nice dresses, very nice blouses, and they had a dress like your own Zoom day. It was hysterical. The men were wearing sport coats, shirt, and ties, and maybe had running shorts on or pajama bottoms on. Ladies, the same thing. Maybe they had yoga pants on. Whatever it was absolutely hysterical. And they even brought their house slippers or their flip flops or barefoot or just in your socks, whatever it was. What a great way to take this to a new level. Why are we doing this? Because this is how you build a resilient mindset. This is how when obstacles start to occur, you say, you know what, there's an opportunity here inside this. I'm going to find that opportunity. This is also something that you can actually do and just have tremendous fun with. There's a thing on social media called TBT, Throwback Thursday. Why not do something and next Thursday post this for Throwback Thursday? Giving me some really cool thoughts of what I can do. The first time I went to New York, I had real long hair. Maybe I recreate the photo of me at the top of the Empire State Building, wearing that real high turtleneck with my little necklace on and my long hair. Do something fun, make something creative happen, because that's what it's all about. But here's something else that's happening. You're looking at yourself in a new way. And here's the challenge I want to give you. So you create this side-by-side photo, and maybe you're 10 years old, or maybe you're 20 years old, and you're now in your mid-40s, early 50s, whatever it is, whatever the time span is, 10, 20, 30 years, whatever it may be. Don't look at that young person's picture and say, God, look how I looked back then. Look how much I've changed. No. Look at that young person's picture and put yourself in that young person's mind and say, is this the future self I envisioned? Pretty powerful. Is this the future self I envisioned? Is the person you are today the person that kid just entering elementary school or entering middle school or just going to high school, can't decide what to do after high school? Are you today the person that person envisioned? And if you're not, guess what? It's not too late. And all that crap that went on before today, it's crap. Flush it. Get it out of your system. Get it out of your life, because you know what? It no longer exists. There's no reason to go back there and relive that crap. That's why there's a flusher on a toilet. You flush that crap down the toilet, you get it out of your life. And that's what you got to do. Have you ever really thought about, when you look at an old picture, rather than look at the old picture and go, oh my, look how cute we were then, or how funny we dressed, or wow, that brings back some cool memories. Instead of looking at it in that light, look at it in the light of, if I was that person back then, am I the person today that they envisioned me becoming? You want to get really, really bold and brave. Get a group of people, a picture of a group of your friends growing up. Or maybe it's the first group you ever worked with. Or maybe it's your class photo. And then pull, some of those folks together, and all of you just sit down and have that discussion. Are the people we are today, is the person that I am today, is that who this person back here envisioned me becoming? And it could be something that you did. It could be something that your colleagues do and ask. But what a powerful, powerful question to ask yourself. Once again, recreate that old photo. Make it something where the more you tap into that part of your nature, the quicker your creativity will flow. And creativity is life on steroids. I'm here to tell you. I am such a creative person. That is my way of living. Let's get out there. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. I want to see your shares. If you're watching me live on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell below so you get notifications when I go live. Starting next week, we'll be back live on Facebook. So there are a couple of glitches with that. We're back live on Facebook starting next week. Remember, life is, can be, and should be illogical. And the only way you get to center stage is going through Backstage. I'm Bart. Go out to Facebook. Join my private group, Artists as Entrepreneurs. So many amazing conversations are happening out there. So many amazing things are happening. I got so many announcements I'm about to release out there. Go out there, become part of us, join that group, and I'll see you on the next podcast. This is Bart with Backstage with Bart.